Cassandra here. I'm the founder of Next Level Wardrobe, and I want to do this video. I have so been looking forward to doing this video because it is going to be not style related. It's about my health and wellness journey. Over on my Instagram, I have been getting a lot of questions over the past few years about what that has looked like for me, what works for me, what does not work for me. And I wanted to create this video to give you some of those details because this video is a video that I wish I had at the start of my health and wellness journey. Now, I will caveat this whole video by saying I am not giving you any personal advice. I am just sharing what has worked for me. You, of course, will have to go on your own journey and explore what works best for you. So let's dive into it. And just for context, I am 40 years old. Okay, so I want to give you that, and I'm about 5'6". All right, so let's start with question number one. How has working out changed in your various stages of life? So when you first started versus now. I I think back to my 30s, and there are a few key things that I did in my 30s to set myself up for success in my 40s and even for the rest of my life. One of the top three things is lifting weights. I started lifting weights 10 years ago now, so when I was 30, and it has been such a game changer for me in more ways than one. And it not only has changed my body composition, it has changed how I view myself. I view myself as a strong woman, and I am very proud of that. And it is a journey that I will continue for the rest of my life. Now, my strength journey has not been linear. There have been many hills and valleys and highs and lows because life happens, health issues happen, etc. But I have a good system in place with my strength training, and it is something that I prioritize. So I put it in my calendar. I am training about 4 times a week. I usually do it in the morning, and then on my off days, I am walking or being active in some way. And I am going to ramp up to 5 days a week, which is a real commitment. I was doing that recently before some health issues came up. And so I am looking forward to getting back to that. I definitely noticed a difference with 5, but that was just me. Now, with strength training, I lift heavy weights. Now, when I'm going through health issues or anything where I need to taper it down, I will not lift. I will do like gentle walks and stuff, or I will lift really light and do higher reps. So usually I'll do like 3 sets of 15 to 20 when I'm lifting lighter. And then when I'm lifting heavier, it could be 3 to 4 sets, anywhere from like 8 to 12. It just depends on what my trainer tells me to do. And lifting heavy has really, really been incredible in so many ways. One myth that I want to dispel right now is a lot of women that I speak with decide not to lift heavy because they think they're going to bulk up so fast. And while that may be true for some women, like I have a girlfriend who actually does gain muscle. We have seen her data, and it does happen for her quite easily. But for most of us, like me, I do not gain muscle easily. And in fact, it has taken me a really long time, like years, to even gain 1 to 2 to 3 pounds of muscle. So it is a journey for most of us. I will also say with strength training that it has impacted other parts of my life. So I can actually lift heavier. I feel comfortable carrying suitcases or putting them in the overhead bins on airports. I don't need help all the time. And so doing just the day-to-day functionality that I have because of training has been a game changer for me. And there's so much research behind it that says, that shares how it benefits you for the long term. So I am very much looking forward to diving into strength training more. There may be a competition in my future at some point, but I am very, very, very happy with the results. I have tried different workouts as well. So I have done the Pilates and the bar, and I'm not a runner. I haven't really gotten into that. I've done the classes and everything. And strength training is a one thing that really changes my body. And I can notice differences after a few weeks of working out too. So highly recommend strength training if you have not explored it. And if you are new to it, I definitely encourage you to go to a gym or ask a friend about it who does that, because I know it will be a really good routine to incorporate into your schedule, and you'll feel good, you'll look good, you'll be healthy. It's a win-win all around. Question number 2, can you walk us through your workout schedule? Yes, so I work out currently 4 days a week, usually in the mornings, and I will stay to do cardio after. Because I'm coming off of a health issue that I had, I'm taking things a little bit lighter. But when I'm really, really in it, I'll do about an hour of weightlifting, and then I will do a Stairmaster for about 30 to 40 minutes, depending on what my body goals are at that time. Now, I am personally trying to prioritize being active on my off days because I love to rest and watch movies and watch TV from time to time. And so it's a good way to get me out of the house if I say to myself, okay, I need to hit this amount of steps or this amount of miles, and then I can go for a walk and enjoy, especially during the warmer seasons. Also, sometimes I get bored with my workouts, and so I will incorporate a class like a Pilates class or stretching class or a yoga class or something just to mix things up. I have been really, really into breath work lately, and probably over the past year. And I really enjoy it. It calms my nervous system, which is something that I am prioritizing too. And so, yeah, so just because you are on a journey exploring weightlifting doesn't mean you can't do other things. And in fact, it will complement that workout too. All right, let's now dive into question number 3. What is your skincare routine and product recommendations? Okay, I am going to be very honest with you, and I am 40 years old. I've tried a lot of things in terms of skincares and lotions and potions and serums and all the things. And I will say at this point in my life, I have greatly simplified what my skincare routine looks like and how many products that I use. I could probably carry everything that I use morning and evening in 2 hands, maybe even 1 hand. And it is not worth overcomplicating it. It is not worth buying all the expensive creams and lotions and stuff, because honestly, in my opinion, from what I have experienced, a lot of them don't work. The one thing that has worked is Grande Lash for my lashes. So if you want longer lashes, that is definitely something to explore. So you should look into see if it's going to be a good fit for you. But with skincare, simple is best. Just like with anything else in life, with style, it's the same thing. If you just focus on the key things, that is all you need to do. So for morning, I don't even wash my face with cleanser. I wash it with water and then I exfoliate it with a towel. And then from there, I will do a vitamin C. I will do some lotion, I will do some tinted sunscreen, and then put on my makeup. So again, keeping it super, super easy. In the evenings, I have melasma, and so the other thing I recommend is a product called hydroquinone. You can get it from the dermatologist. I personally have used that probably for a few years now because I get melasma and I get it quickly and it can get dark quickly. So it really just lightens up all the darkness on my face. And honestly, it is the best product and the cheapest product that I have used. It has been about $50. And that lasts for about 3 months as well, because with hydroquinone, you have to cycle on and cycle off. So if you are a melasma peer of mine, then highly recommend you ask your derm about hydroquinone. So in the evening, I'll cleanse my face. I will also use hydroquinone. I will use maybe a face oil or retinol of some sort, lotion, some lip gloss or Vaseline, and call it a day. That is it. That is all I am using. And once in a while, I will do chemical peels or stuff like that. I've never had any facial surgeries, or I've done light Botox around my eyes, and that is it. That's all I've done. Now, the other thing with skincare is to go back to the basics. It's not rocket science for most people. So stay out of the sun, don't drink, don't smoke, wear sunscreen, drink water. honestly, just those things have been huge game changing with my skin. Now, a recent discovery of mine and thing that I have updated in my life is my diet, and that goes in diet. So I shared with my Instagram community that recently, just a few months ago, I completely switched my diet to be anti-inflammation. And so it is quite a journey because it is eating very clean. It is eating foods that will help calm your nervous system and your body. And so more inflammation does not develop. And it has been such a game changer for me. It has been huge. So, highly recommend if you have any chronic diseases or anything like that, highly recommend you read more about that anti inflammation diet. And usually, to put it in a nutshell, it is lean proteins. It is a lot of veggies, it is berries, it is a lot of water, for the most part, cutting out caffeine. I don't really drink. I never smoked, or I stay out of the sun and all the things. So again, going back to the basics has really helped. A funny story is that when I switched my diet, I started also eating a lot of spinach in particular because green leafy vegetables are a big thing of the anti-inflammation diet. And so started doing that, and I would eat it breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So breakfast in a smoothie, lunch and dinner as a side, the other vegetables, a protein and a carb. And it has been a game changer. Like, for real, my skin is so clear. I get compliments on it all the time. My hair feels really thick and full. I've gotten a lot of compliments on that. And I never had the issue of having less hair ever, but it's like on another level now. So the anti-inflammation diet is really healthy. It takes care of your body. You feel really good. For example, I used to need a nap in the afternoon, and now sometimes I will nap, like I just want to shut down for a little bit, but most of the times I don't. I don't really nap anymore. And the other thing I want to share about the diet is water. So I was grossly under drinking water. I thought I was drinking so much. I was not. And so I usually try to get 90 to 120 ounces of water in a day, just because, again, it helps with flushing everything out and keeping everything moving and grooving. So next question is, what do your meals look like? So like I said, it is usually a protein, healthy carb, and veggies. Fat is really important. So olive oil, nuts, I love avocado. So you want to make sure that you have all of those things. I do follow a macro-based approach, which means I do weigh out my food to make sure I'm getting enough protein and carbs and fats. All of those are really, really important. And if you want to grow muscle and if you want to be strong, you need to eat. You need to eat all your meals and make sure that you are getting everything. Your body does not like when you don't eat because then it starts to freak out. So my meals usually are that. And I like flavors, so I have hot sauce as well. I'll drizzle some fresh lemon or olive oil on top. And so I really, really love to kind of make the meals my own. I also eat snacks too. And so in between meals, I'm always eating, I'll have Greek yogurt with berries on top and honey and cacao nibs, or I'll have an apple, I'll have tea, stuff like that. And so you can be creative with what your snacks look like. And all that to say, I do still enjoy pizza and like eating out with friends and family. And I enjoy Mexican food. I love Mexican food so much. It's just, I don't do it very often because I don't feel great when I eat those type of foods. So I'm more in tune with my body now. Okay, so I had shared the next question was, what are the major changes you have done to your diet and why did you decide to make these changes? Now, I answered the first part of that question and I want to dive into why I decided to make the changes because I think this is really important for all of you watching. As a time, I want to give you some advice, woman to woman. And the reason why I decided to change my diet is because, like I mentioned, I had some health issues that came up and health issues around inflammation in my body. And it was the first time that I had slowed down. My body forced me to slow down and really, reflect and understand what was going on. So when I think of my life, I think of themes in terms of decades. So in my 20s, it was being kind of a free spirit, being curious, exploring, that sort of feel. In my 30s, it was all about building. So, building my business, building my life with my husband and his family, my family, and kind of bringing everyone together. And in my 40s, my theme is to slow down because I truly believe that, I have worked and I know I have worked so hard my whole life for me to get to this moment that I want to enjoy it now. And I got to the point where I was running so fast when I was in New York full time that it got to be too much and my body told me to slow down. And so when all these health challenges came up pretty recently, like in the past few years, specifically in the past year, I had to reset everything. So, how I worked out, how I slept, how I ate, what I ate, calming my nervous system. That was not a practice for me before then. And so, really taking the time to reevaluate a lot of different areas of my life, wiping the slate clean and starting fresh. And at first, it was scary because I had to let go of old habits and things I was doing that were no longer serving me. But I believe in order to get to your next phase on your next journey, you need to slow down and you need to get rid of all the stuff that's not working for you. So whether it is with health and wellness, whether it is professionally, personally, with relationships, I have had to let go of various friendships and stuff in my 30s that were no longer serving me. And all of that is okay because I believe that we are meant to evolve, and as women, we will wear many different hats throughout our lives, and we will have many different relationships that come and go. And it is all good and it is all okay. But the diet and the reevaluation of the diet, how I slept, what I ate, how I carried myself through the day has really, really been a game changer for me. And now I am looking forward to kind of fine tuning things and still enjoying life because I believe that I know I don't want to be so rigid day to day where I lose sight of having fun and enjoying the moment and slowing things down and savoring. And so the new ways of being for me really give me a framework to fall back on and structure, because structure equals more freedom, not only with this topic, but with style as well. And so this new structure throughout my life has been really beautiful to experience and has given my nervous system an opportunity to kind of slow down, breathe, and take everything in and enjoy the fruits of all of my hard work. So I hope this was really helpful for you, and I'm rooting for you. And just surround yourself with positive people too. Like if you want to start lifting weights, clean out your social feed and follow women, positive women who do that. If you want to start a business, do the same thing. You are the average of 5 people that you hang out with most often. And so if you don't have that community in real life, you can build it online. And so I do the same thing. I frequently am like going through and editing who I'm following on social media and who I am surrounding myself with. And now I get to enjoy the fruits of my labor. So I hope this video was helpful for you. And if you have any other questions, or if you want me to do a deep dive like this into another topic, leave me a comment below and be sure to subscribe to my channel too, because I will be doing more of these.